So what is up, bosses? It's your boy Boss Fatwod, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. This, ladies and gentlemen, is episode number 4, and we have just entered my house, or I guess my bedroom potentially, with Yuri. So I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is forget to enable the freaking cursor. The second thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. It's like me in real life. I laugh. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. Yeah, I didn't want to see all my freaking clothes and dirty... I was about to say clothes and dirty laundry. That is the same thing. Clothes and dirty plates and glasses like my actual room is in real life, definitely. Oh, no. It would be really embarrassing for my room to be a mess while you were here. I wish that Sayori came with us. I feel like if Sayori came with us, that would have been great. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. No messing up this one, though. I'm still very annoyed that I messed up in the... I didn't mess up. Like, obviously, there's so many different ways you can play this game. Like, in Life is Strange, if I kill a character, that's not me messing up. That's just me... That's just my ending. I guess that is me messing up in real life, because obviously you don't want to kill a character in real life. You don't want your friends to die. You want your friends to all be alive. With this game, I feel like upsetting... I mean, Yuri, I guess, is alright now. I'm not too sure about Sayori. I don't think we're... still, like, I definitely feel like we've... If it was like a... I think it was like Fallout that you do respect plus and respect minus. I feel like respect plus for MONIKA, respect plus for Yuri, respect minus for Natsuki, and then just respect in the middle. Just respect neutral for Sayori at the moment, unfortunately. Would have gladly helped you clean. Ah, that would have been more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. Yeah, be freaking careful. Ah, I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Ah, yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? For the atmosphere. Enhancements for the atmosphere. Perfect. You know. Mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh, wow. I didn't know you'd plan to take it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. She looks happier as well, like just naturally looks happier in this environment. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. I guess it is kind of a game that you have to look at their personality and just like their facial expressions as well, potentially. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Huh? Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? I was literally about to just say that normally. No, not at all. Okay, well, me, Boss Fatwod with S's, and Boss Fatwod with the proper freaking 5-5 spelling, both said no, not at all at the same time. It's something that, I mean, as I said, I made this game, so obviously I know. It's something that I like about you, actually. The next thing is going to be talking about grass. It didn't talk... Why did I just think grass? That was the thing that my freaking mind came up with. So actually, I didn't actually make this game, funnily enough. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax? Or relax, as there's no question mark. I brought some things for relaxation. This facial expression I don't freaking like that much. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. Yuri's like, let's see. No idea what I brung, mate. My freaking mum and dad packed it for me. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. To be honest, like, I don't remember anything about this part of the story, so maybe I didn't do this last time. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that'd be amazing, don't you? Yeah, again, nice and freaking dark. That's exactly what we want. This is episode number 4, and we're still yet to see any horror stuff. I guess I can say now that I don't think I mentioned it before that this is a horror game. Obviously, I mentioned that very much so this is not a game for kids. I mean, you know that by now. This is freaking 6 minutes into episode 4. Yeah, that would be... This is episode 4, yeah. Yeah, that would be really neat. What's the wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? No idea what that is, mate. I mean, I know what it is. I've never done it before. Not familiar at all. I mean, it's a type of therapy. Oh, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. Maybe not that third one. It's almost like magic. Magic definitely though. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to sprout through a small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. Okay, so only for people called Jasmine and that freaking princess from that Disney movie, Aladdin, I'm pretty sure it's called, right? It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose Jasmine. Jasmine, I choose you. Get in this tiny little freaking thing that's called a Pokeball, apparently, for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. The only thing that'd be perfect for sharing our poems. Oh, we got poems again. It doesn't sound suitable. You seem to know a lot about this, so I trust your opinion with anything. Yeah, we don't want to be like romantic and everything when there's everyone in the freaking, or most of the, I mean, who are we kidding? 2 people in the school that show up to this, which is going to be freaking Monika and Natsuki in the audience. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying. Oh no, it's just going to be our parents. It's going to be Yuri's mum and dad, Natsuki's mum and dad. That's all that's going to freaking show up. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, there's like special paper for that, right? I remember making them. I remember making like a swan, and then that game that you have like the 4 squares and then you... I'm actually acting it out for whatever reason. Do I see a camera in front of me? There's no freaking camera here. I mean, there probably is somewhere on these monitors. Hello, FBI watching me. How you doing, mate? Yeah, I have it over here. You won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We need about 100 of them. Oh, yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Oh, so we're doing it in the classroom then. I thought like maybe the grand hall would maybe be it. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. I like her in this environment. She's a lot more confident now. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. I mean, Yuri is the one that's been freaking offered to do it. Is that so? I suppose I do get a little intense, as you'd put it. And whatever that means. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. I guess that's what that was. The aha freaking thing. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the 2 of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, me. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Ah, alright. Is there actually mini-games? I completely forget. Sitting on the floor together, the 2 of us get to work. I'm pretty sure it's just reading and then, like, picking suggestions. I'm pretty sure that's all the game is for now. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage, my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Hey? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. Make sure you only use that knife for the freaking ribbon, girl. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. Hopefully not tinted red. Hopefully there's no red on that freaking knife at all. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Ah, well... Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know. If you promise you won't be weirded out... Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I mean, some of them are like the handles. You can get really cool ones. And I guess the blade as well, you can like, carve them out to be different things. It can help. Or I can help. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. Oh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. Don't worry, I thought you were weird the moment I freaking met you, girl. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife, I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? I guess we are. I would have said no, but sure, I'll check it out. Boss Fatwod with 2 S's has spoken, and obviously he has the freaking say. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it out and turn it around in my hands. It's weird, like, when I record games like this, when my left hand is just here, I always just move my hand about. Like, you might hear me just fiddling with stuff in the background. Like, I don't know what to do with my left hand. Like, my right hand is on the mouse. Where does my left hand go? Is it just gonna be freaking on the desk, just there? Because I'm just gonna end up freaking getting a dead arm, just leaving it there. Like, it's weird. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where did you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow. Me. Why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper, so why are you using that for a freaking ribbon then? Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. Ah. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. Obviously, sometimes you get masochists and people like that. The look of blood and then immediately like something switches in them and they need to draw more blood. So is that what is going to happen here? Hopefully not. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks. Oh god, I hate people that do that. Oh god, okay. I'm not even going to read this. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face, but oh god, that's made me really freaking cringe. Jesus Christ. Her face burning up. Like, I'm completely fine with blood, it's just the thought of anyone, like, licking it is just, oh, Jesus Christ. Yuri. That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Ah. Sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I'll do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Me? Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Fair enough. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, me. Yuri giggles shyly. Yuri calling me weird? Yuri calling me weird, I should say. I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? Ah, I don't think I need one actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. Watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. Here we go. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It is better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It is great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Oh, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Oh, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. Hell yes. We need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, well, just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it will be too diluted. Alright then. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. Small plastic bathroom cups. You have plastic cups in your bathroom. Fair enough. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come and see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeves, putting it back over her arm. Why was her sleeves unrolled? Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? Ah, no, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. I always take situations like that to mean the absolute worst. Like, maybe was she attempting to cut her arm or something? Because she rolled up her sleeves? I need to be like that because I know what this game is like. I just don't know. I mean, the dev wants you to think that, surely. Like, especially with that bit at the end of the last episode with Sayori. Like, the dev wanted you to think that Sayori killed herself. I'm going to say that. I don't want to say the other version because I still don't like... Actually, I mean, I don't like mention it at all. But I mean, I have to if that's what the game is. But that's what the dev wants you to think, and it's very good how he does that, like, in these situations is really awkward, and it makes you think that the situation is a lot worse, and then it hits you with this massive cliffhanger thing that actually does allude into some of that actually eventually happening, like the whole thing with Sayori saying that she has depression in the last episode. Obviously, that we kind of knew already, but now that is actually a reality. Like, we all know that if you saw the last episode anyway, or have played the game, or watched someone else play it, I don't mind at all. We obviously do know that that is something now. I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you going to write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you, okay? Come to the literature club. Perfect. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other, instead smash our head into each other. Brilliant. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colours across the banner to serve as a colour guide when we paint, while I keep the paintbrush in the same place, making a massive freaking splodge of paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school or secondary school. Painting on a banner with watercolours feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I can say back then now because I'm not even in college anymore. Hell yes. I am a full freaking adult now. I mean, I have been for nearly 2 years, or 1.5 years exactly now. Oh, I'm so sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know. Yeah, it's fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. I mean, yeah, Yuri has stopped painting. She's freaking stood up now. Yuri starts painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. I mean, I'm the same. Not with the other person, but I'm the same, like, just simple things like this. I'm having fun now, just recording a game where I'm literally just talking. Like, I mean, obviously I'm talking, but I'm just reading. And this is fun to me. Like, this is my idle time. It's just like when I can spend time, okay, yep. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk too much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a bit nicer. So why were you surprised when I picked you then? In the last episode, I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand, okay, let me do this. I can understand where she's coming from. I like that freaking history thing. I know that, like, the dev knows that people are going to accidentally click at some point. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I mean, I'm recording this and then sharing this experience with you, so I'm doing the exact same thing. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush. I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers, exactly as I said. Yeah, potentially? Sorry. Yuri rolls back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked if you could get it for me. It's not your fault. Oh, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. Is it going to be red paint by any chance? I return to the room and kneel back down in front of her. Okay. I mean, oh yeah, the paint's already gone. I was about to say there's no paint there, but I see that we've already freaking wiped it off. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Ah, you just blinked. That's the scariest thing that's happened so far. Is something wrong? It's hot, I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water because cold water would have freaking got worse. Having finished, I start to retract my hand. Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. And you've just opened your eyes again. Brilliant. Now I guess you half blinked and now you've fully blinked. Eh? Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. Ah. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. So this is what we in-game were worried about, right? To listen to my eyes. I don't like you blinking, girl. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through lightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm. Suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Ah. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again. Her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the events that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. Okay then, that should do it. I finished filling the night sky with white dots and look like stars. That look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Ah, not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here and have you bring it in the morning. I do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. So yeah, the event is tomorrow. I completely forgot about that. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. You said that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? Oh no, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. We need to start making dinner soon. Ah, so you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yes. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all our things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounds like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment, so why don't we just make dinner for her then? That doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Okay, so that's a hint to just what's to come in the game then. Once Yuri packs up, I walk out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem, I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kind of said that without thinking. About today. It's fine we didn't have as much time as we wanted because we can do this again. Whenever you want you can come over or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so you're very thoughtful, me. Yuri takes a step closer to me then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. And the music stopped. I don't like that. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? Well, I don't even get a chance to as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori, what? Ah, oh Sayori, hello, you are alive, that's nice, hi me. Sayori? Just now we won. It's okay, me. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. The music is completely gone now. I'm sorry. We'll be together at the festival tomorrow. So yeah, we're spending all the time with Sayori, so I guess both of them, like, right now? So that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. So yeah, Sayori doesn't want to be all negative around the other girls, apart from, I guess, MONIKA, potentially. MONIKA knows all about it, or maybe Sayori just didn't tell MONIKA. I'll see you tomorrow. Really embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. I don't know whether is the music still meant to be gone. Like, it's completely, I see on OBS, it's completely silent. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, there we go. I thought you didn't want to come over today. Ah, well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy. There we freaking go. Much better. Is she crying as well? That you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Yeah, tears start to fall down Sayori's face. I saw like that circle there. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, me? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in? Oh, she feels sad? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. It would be so much better if I could just disappear. This is the problem, because when I space apart and only go with Sayori, she's mad. And then when I go with someone else and not go with Sayori, she's mad. So it's literally, there's no way to keep her completely fine. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, me. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Like, she switches so easily from nothing. MONIKA was right! I suggest MONIKA? Monika was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Going about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So, even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But, Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, me. I'm really scared of what? What are you scared of? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori! It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Me. I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. I mean, yeah, usually when you nod, you do it wordlessly. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings. I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give you. I love you, you'll always be my dearest friend. Oh no! Oh god! Okay, well first and foremost, that deserves another freaking save on nearly page 4 now, Jesus Christ. My god, okay, let's think about this. She said she feels like she likes me more than I do. Like, not love. You'll always be my dearest friend. So that's, I genuinely don't know about this one. I feel like I love you might be a bit too over, and maybe Yuri might not take that good. So I think I'll go with you'll always be my dearest friend. I don't think she... Oh, I don't know. Oh, God. Do I want Sayori? I think because we probably left it too long to be in love. Monika was saying, you have great chemistry, you spend a lot of time with Sayori. We need to be friends. If we take it any further than that, it will ruin everything. So, you'll always be my dearest friend. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for the things to be like they've always been. Monika told me the truth. Genuinely sweating now. Jesus Christ. Like, this game really makes you freaking tense. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. And actually, that allows me to be open to potentially like Yuri as being in love, or Monika potentially. I don't freaking know. I know you're struggling with... I'm pretty sure there's no other girl in there. I'm pretty sure that's all of them, yeah? I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now. But please trust me that I know what's best. Will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help you get things back the way they were. I see. She forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Is that what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. Sorry? It's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. Yeah, she's in love with me, right? I know you're right. And this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. Another thing. I'm so right that I just want it to go back to the way it was. Yes. She wants it to go back the way it was. I completely forgot about that. Obviously, we weren't in love back then. So that wouldn't be going back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. Thank God. So I actually did... I don't want to say the right decision because there's not right or wrong. I could play this absolutely awfully and still get an ending of some sort where all of them die. I don't know. That would still be an ending at the end of the day. So there's not good and there's not bad. Like, there's just your choice, what you feel like is good. And I feel like that was the best option to go for a good ending, should I say. But obviously, some people might want the worst ending possible, which usually turns out to be the best one. I might do that next. Like, when I finish it, that might be the first thing I do is just make the absolute worst decisions possible, because that's always a fun thing to see where that actually goes. And obviously, eventually, hopefully, I'll get all the achievements now there are actually achievements in the game. So, Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Screams. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm in shock. I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I really want to know what happens if you say, I love you now. I keep wondering if she should be doing something more or something different. But she said she wants things to go back to how they were, which they are. I mean, I guess that's me leaving the literature club, maybe she actually wants. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Funnily enough, you talking about plague, stay tuned for later in this year. Maybe another game series will be returning. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. Well, still not 100% sure that we're going to see her today. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. Sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funny enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over, so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monika, I'm sure the event will be great too. Okay, Boss Fatwod. You're the first one here, or me, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. Thank you, Music, for being very delayed. That's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monika's placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. There must be ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monika would like. I submitted it. I would love the music to come back. That's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That's dummy. You think that on days this important she'd try a little harder? I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. Suddenly I feel awkward knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Probably, yeah. So I just saved the game again and loaded in to see if the music came back, and it's still not, so I guess it is meant to be this silent, so I used to take a little responsibility for her, me. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of let her hang in this morning, you know. Exchange? I mean, I wanted to go there was no choice. Monika, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? It makes me really seem like the bad guy here. So she was actually... Really? Well, the only one... I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so... Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Monika's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I feel a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. So there is sound. I don't know why there's still no music though. Oh Jesus. Get out of my head, get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. The poem is never actually finished, it just starts moving. Okay. Ah. What's this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Me? What's wrong? The poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so... What a write. Don't hesitate too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monika calls out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Yeah, I mean, I freaking wanted to, as I said before. Even a simple gesture of waking her to school makes her really happy. So I guess whatever happens now happens. Like, there's not really anything you can do about it because there wasn't a choice to go to her house. Besides, I told her yesterday that things would be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper, I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, this feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Is it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Oh god! I knew it was gonna happen as well! And it still made me freaking jump. It still made me jump. Oh my god. Feedtrackback.test for details. Yeah, I know about all of like the hidden file stuff as well. And here you go, ladies and gentlemen. This is Exhibit A as to why children should not watch this game. What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way it can be real. Sorry, wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe my eyes are showing me. I suppressed my urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything would be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How can I be so hopeless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession? This has to be what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? I genuinely thought that would have been the good idea, or the good option. Why was I so selfish? Because it's just pushing me away more to the other people. That's why I thought, shouldn't do that. This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school. I mean, that wasn't a choice. Gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship. That was a choice. Then I could have prevented this. I knew I could have prevented this. Through the literature club. Through the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. Never. Oh, is it just gonna be... Oh, there we go. The end. That, ladies and gentlemen, ends the full series of Doki Doki. Of course not. When would I ever end the freaking game like that? We are not ending the game on that note. Oh, that's nice. Oh, yeah, that's nice. Sayori's now a freaking mess. That's great. So I guess I'll load it up here. Where would I load it up? Here. What is this? Do I click it and find out? Is it going to do something different? Oh, God. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious. The girl is... Oh, so I play it again, and then she's gonna be all messed up, yeah. I think I remember this, so then she shows up, and then she's all glitchy and stuff, yeah. Like this. And then Yuri's there. It's an ordinary school day. Start a new game. Awesome. Like any other. What is usually the worst being surrounded by couples and friends who walk into school together? Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. So this is all relatively the same. Is it just going to be the game without Sayori then? Clubs? There really aren't any that interest me. Okay, it's just gonna be the... So what do I do here then? Do I continue playing or do I go back to my save file? I think I want to go back to my save file, right? Like what did... Oh, actually... Oh no, yeah, so I main menu and then... Oh no! Wait, it's actually gotten rid of... Oh, it's actually gotten rid of my save files. So I can't go back. Okay. I guess I do have to continue. Okay, well, I guess I'll get back to there then. I do have to just start the game again. So I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Me? Oh god, she is... Oh, Monika. Monika? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? I think I probably was able to go back to that save file. I just did it a bit late. Yeah, it has. Monika smells sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. So this is all the same. It's just minus Sayori. So I guess it would be quite different. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Oh yeah, so we see Monika before we actually know what the club is. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. So they know about the last save file. They know what happened, right? That's the whole thing. You're in the debate club, right? Oh, about that. I actually quit the debate club. Really, you quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It was like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. So this is all the same. It's just we're in a different environment this time. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Okay. All of the freaking scares are coming out now. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? 3, right? 2, in fact. It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. There should be 2. Or 3 as in Monika, Yuri, and Natsuki? Is Monika counting herself? It's really hard to find new members, something that sounds so boring. I don't remember if she said 4 before. But I can see that. It's really not boring at all, you know. Or maybe Sayori is going to be in it, just that state, like that glitchy state. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps a collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member, right? Did Monika say she? Hey, me. By any chance, you still looking for a club to join? Ah, I mean, I guess so, but let me check this, because you said she, right? I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. She always insists... Yeah. So is this she? I mean, I guess so, but... In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but... If you could at least visit the club, it would make me really happy. Please? No! End of game. Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monika? Easily! I could easily refuse someone like Monika after seeing all them freaking glitches. Sure, I guess I could check it out. Oh, awesome. So did I actually see all these glitches? I mean, definitely not. I would not be talking to this girl if I saw them freaking what's happened. You're really sweet me, you know that. It's nothing really. There we go then. I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Am I? I shouldn't be. Unless today marks the day I sold my soul to Monika and her irresistible smile. I dejectedly follow Monika across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. So yeah, this is all relatively the same. Obviously, instead of Sayori, it's Monika this time. Monika, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Exactly the same. This time it's Monika! So are you literally Sayori now then? I'm back. And I brought a guest with me. Oh, Jesus Christ! Scariest game of the year, ladies and gentlemen. 2 years in a row now. Or freaking 2017 and 2021 now. Girl 1. A guest? Seriously, you bought... No, you're not gonna do anything. You bought a boy? Where's go that? Yeah, Natsuki. I actually like you now. You didn't freaking do anything. That'll be me, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, me. Yeah, where's the freaking exit? Exit's over there. Walk over there now. WASD? W? Why is W not moving me forward? I don't understand. My keyboard is broken. Who always escaped me in this situation? This club. It's full of incredibly... Okay? So let me guess. You're Monika's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Yes, you said Sayori last time, right? Natsuki. The girl with a sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Yeah, once again, shouldn't be saying that crap. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. This is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. So yeah, oh, okay, so Yuri is Sayori now. Because Sayori was the vice president before. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So Yuri isn't acting like Sayori now. I ran into me in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monika? Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you bought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry, yeah, make cupcakes, right? I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. So do we remember this event? Does me, Boss Fatwod with 2 S's, remember the game before? In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that'd be great. I wonder if when the glitches happen, there would actually be anything on the history. Is there anything? Yeah, there's not anything at the moment. I know that there is going to be stuff there. Why don't you come sit down, me? The girls have a few desks arranged to form as tables. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monika and Natsuki sit across from each other. Why is Yuri going to the closet? Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monika. Well, no, you didn't really plan on coming here. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. It makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Why, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Don't make Yuri appear! Don't want to get another freaking jump scare? Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. Okay, that's fine. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us, both setting down the teapot in the middle. Keep a whole tea set in his classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess? Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Now that's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know. Oh god, let me do that? I believe you. Well, tea and reading in the UK might not be a passionate or pastime, or in the UK is a pastime. I just skipped over that. And I skipped over that one. Might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So me, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Okay. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger, so I guess every time they mention horror and stuff like that, something will happen now. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. It's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in a world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Like this game. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of her own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Really? You don't freaking say? Dev of Doki Doki, are you freaking here? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Okay, no jump scare. I just really grasped something that I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I expect that from you, Yuri. I didn't expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your... Oh no, I did expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. There we go. Got there in the end. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Let's move my mouse over here for now. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world. If only for a brief moment. Okay. I hate horror. No, we're good? Oh, why's that? Still good? Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Okay, we're fine. Never mind. That's why I usually like to write about cute things, don't you? Oh, the freaking word's back. Brilliant. The freaking word's gonna be back a bunch now. What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud and give that back. Fine, fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Yeah, well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I might go with Natsuki this time, you know, just because we didn't go with Natsuki at all. If we actually do all of that again, I don't know if we're literally going to be playing through the whole game again in another 4 episodes. I know that usually it's about 5, maybe 6 episodes for the game as a whole, and then obviously if I can now knowing that I can't freaking go back to that one, I'd want to do the other stuff, like going with MONIKA, going with Natsuki, going with Sayori, maybe what would happen if we go Sayori when she goes out of the club room. I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. My nose is very itchy, I apologize. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. You have writing experience too, Yuri. Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Yeah, that's why we read the poem thing then. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. That freaking made me jump. See a MONIKA move then. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at MONIKA. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Next time we meet, we all share them with each other. This is quite short then for day 1. That way everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, MONIKA. We should probably start finding activities for us all to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of Vice President after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. So yeah, I guess MONIKA, when she said 3, was Natsuki, Yuri, and MONIKA. She chose herself in that 3. Do you all agree as well, Boss Fatwod? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I've bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. MONIKA may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and it is my train of thought. All 3 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought, girls exchange glasses before MONIKA turns back to me. That really wasn't anything. Although that would have been very bad. I guess I need to tell you the truth. Thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. Well, you freaking would have. We need 4. Well, in another freaking universe, you had 4. And I would have been alright to just leave. But no, I decided to freaking join anyway. I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. Wait, didn't you say this before? So, is that what they're trying to do? Is that what MONIKA at least is trying to do? Just pick off all of the girls so then she's the only one here? Maybe? If we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. Yeah, this is what happened before. So I guess she was like, oh, we need 5 members to be, and then 6, 7, or 2, 1, and then we freaking kill off all the others, potentially, is how this game will end. Genuinely completely forget, as I said, 4.5 years ago. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is a price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these girls, right, okay, I've decided then. I join the club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? You really mean that? Me? Yes. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, Yuri definitely does care. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super annoyed. Me, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this, you're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Oh, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. MONIKA looks over at me once more. Me, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star MONIKA with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. Not gonna get anything else? With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between these 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and MONIKA, we're fine. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. Not so sure about that anymore, mate. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. And I guess that's exactly what you have on. It's a special poem. Would you like to read it? There at the doctor will a special message. Okay. I love you. That's Sayori, right? Okay. Oh, it's just them two. That was Sayori that wrote that, right? God, I don't know if I can actually do any... I don't think I can. Anyway, this is actually still a bit short, so... Do I... Let me do the poem now, so then at least I've actually recorded. So, because I've recorded for 58 minutes now, so if I do the poem now, then at least I've recorded for over an hour, because then I feel like if the video's lesser now, which all of them have been, they've been about 55 minutes to an hour each, then at least I've recorded for over an hour. I don't really care if the video's over an hour, so I'll do what I did before. I'll just speed up the video now for me to do this. I'm probably gonna go with Natsuki, just because I know that Yuri is Sayori. I don't know. Let me actually save now. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna save there. Let me do one word for Yuri and one word for Sayori, and then see if Yuri jumps up for both of them. I think she probably would. So a word for Yuri is unstable, and then Yuri jumps up. Okay. And then a word for Sayori. This isn't... I'm gonna load in the game, obviously. So, adventure. That's Natsuki. So I guess they do jump up the same, so then... What's one for Natsuki? So I guess I'll load in the game now and do Natsuki. Loading will, yeah, lose, yeah, loading. That's right, okay, cool. So, speed up the video now, and I guess I will do Natsuki this time, because we've obviously done Yuri, so it probably won't change. And the final one is Fluffy. Achievement, please? Achievement! What? I didn't get an achievement. Why? That was perfect, wasn't it? I mean, I didn't miss any. I didn't see any. I mean, I think there were two that I had to go for a Sayori words. It was a Natsuki word anyway. Like, Natsuki was the person that jumped up, but does it not count if you don't get it perfect? Did you need to actually do all of them straight away? But then there's a perfect MONIKA one as well. So I know that MONIKA is eventually someone I can write about. So I guess the first 3 poems that you write has to be perfect Sayori, perfect Natsuki, and perfect Yuri. You can't do a perfect Yuri, Sayori, and Natsuki after that. But that's weird. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if I save for the... Okay, brilliant. Just missed out a freaking one. I guess I'll go back to the history. So, she said, hi again, me. That's what we're gonna not freaking read, I guess, when I come back. So, that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to end episode number 4. Or, I guess, episode number 1 again of my second playthrough now of Doki Doki. But that, ladies and gentlemen, of course, is going to end episode number 4 of Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. As usual, there'll be a link in the description if you want to have yourself. But for now, hopefully you've enjoyed. Please, if you like, if you did, subscribe for our brand new. This has been the boy, Boss Fatwod. Thanks for watching, and of course, as always, peace.